Hi KKA. Nice to see you again. Okay, so I think we can start. Okay, so well, first thing, today is going to be a little bit different. I never used the camera for these webinars, but today I'm going to use it because I want to show you some useful things. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ignacio Roda. I'm based in San Francisco. I'm one of the co-founders of Mobincube, and well, normally I'm the person who offers these webinars. Okay, so you can always contact me in case you need a contact person here in the States. Okay, so yeah, feel free to contact. I'm really bad with emails because I get a lot of spam every day, but you know, if I don't answer you, just please insist. Okay, but I will be happy to help you. So, well, today it's going, as I was telling you, it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, normally we only focus on Mobincube. Okay, but since we are going to show you a real example of one app created with Mobincube today, I want to start with the previous work. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the prototyping your app. Okay, it's a really important step, and I think nobody normally does this step. Okay, but I think it's probably the most important one. Okay, so today we are going to create one app. It's going to be an educational app. Okay, so we will use Dinosaurs as an example, but you can create many different types of educational apps. Okay, or maybe not educational, but for example, if you have a company and you want to create like documentation for your employees, you can use the same format as the same one that we're going to do today. Okay, so yeah, but I will focus on an app for children. Okay, so that's why I picked Dinosaurs. Okay, so the thing is that most people, when they start building an app, they go to Mobincube and they just start creating the app. Okay, but then they will spend a lot of time like making changes. Maybe they create something that they don't like, so then they remove things and start creating again. Okay, and that's why. I mean, that's because they don't create a prototype. Okay, it's really important to draft your app first. Okay, so some people use a paper. You can use just a paper and make some wireframes of your app, draw your screens and how they are linked. Okay, but well, I used to use paper in the past. It was easy to create your app on a paper. The thing is that if you want to change something or you want to add more content, for example, you create one screen, then another screen, and another screen, but then you realize that you want to add another screen in the middle, and you have to break the paper or create a new one, or you know, it's not nice, okay, and it's not really easy to do. Okay, so my preferred solution is using a whiteboard. Okay, that's why I'm showing my whiteboard today. But again, a lot of people have a whiteboard. They are really cheap. I think that this one was like $30 in Office Depot or somewhere else. But there's a lot of people who use whiteboards just to draw screens. So, for example, if you want a menu, you can have like two options, and this one will take you to a different screen, that one to a different screen, or maybe that one to a different screen. The thing is that this is a good solution. So, I mean, I think this is better than the paper, because if you are wrong, or if you want to add more content, or you want to change something, you can just erase this screen and maybe do something different. Okay, so you know, it's easier than the paper. I mean, you can remove things easily. Okay, but then there's a further step. Let me use a different paper. This one. Sorry. I need to erase this. There's a further step for doing this, which is using Post-its. Okay, I have Post-its. So they are really useful. There are a lot of different shapes for Post-its. I mean, the traditional one is like a square, but you can use rectangular so that you can simulate the screen of your phone. Okay, I like to use this kind of shapes. Okay, the rectangular one. You have the smaller ones in case you are going to have a lot of screens. Okay, you can use the smaller ones, or you can even buy Post-its with an iPhone shape. Okay, maybe they are more useful for you. Okay, so the good thing of using Post-its is that you can, you can move screens. Okay, so if you use a Post-it, you can put it here, but then maybe you decide that you don't have enough space here, so you can just take this screen here, and the only thing you have to erase is the line. Okay, so you only draw lines with a marker in the whiteboard. Okay, so this is why I like to use Post-its. Okay, so let me start our app from today using these papers. So I'm going to draw the app. Okay, so I have, well, I already did it. Okay, I have different screens for the app today. Okay, so I have all of them. Okay, and why do I do this? Okay, the thing is that, for example, if I have this screen, this is a basic screen that I'm going to use in my app. So I already decided that I wanted to use this bar and then the name of the screen and one back button here, and I will use an image and a text. Okay, I prefer to do it now on a paper and decide how I want my screen to look like, because it's easier, because now I can figure out how the screen will look like. And if I don't break this paper, create a new Post-it, redesign my screen, okay, but it's easier that I do these corrections now than after, okay, because if you start building this screen in Mobincube, and then you realize that you don't like this text below the picture, or you don't want a picture there, then you will have to remove elements, or maybe you have to remove the full screen and create a new one and change the structure of your app. So you will spend a lot of time. Okay, so I think if you have all your app drafts on papers before you start working on Mobincube, then you will go straight. When you start working with Mobincube, you won't need to think, or do I need this picture or not? Okay, so it's easier if you have all your app on papers. Okay, so basically today, and you can use your own symbology in the white paper, in the whiteboard. So, okay, so we're going to start with one logo of the app and the header bar. Okay, for example. So I guess there's a. I guess the image is not really good, a bit blurry, but I don't care right now. So we will have this first screen, and then I want, after 3 seconds. Okay, I want to show the main menu or the introduction screen of my app. Okay, so for example, I'm going to use this circle with 3. It will mean a timer of 3 seconds, and then I will go to the intro screen, which is going to be, hold on, I think I have it here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This one. Sorry. Okay. So this is the introduction screen. So I want one screen with the header here, and then some text with some introduction about dinosaurs, and then I'm not sure if you know dinosaurs, but there's like 2 big families or groups on dinosaurs. So I will have this kind of menu in this screen. Okay, so each one of these options will take the user to a different screen. Okay, for example, I have this Sauriskia, which is this screen. Okay, so this screen will have also a bar. Then it will have a bar with the name of the screen and a back button. Then it will have an image, a text, and more options here. Okay, so I want this button to take me to this screen. Okay, so I have a line here. Okay, and the good thing is, well, let me first. So I have the other option here. This button will take me to this screen. Okay, so yeah, then I will have the Theropoda here and the Saurodomorpha. This one here and this one here. Okay, and then I have more options here. I have this one. I have this one. This one. I think there's another one here. And this one, for example. Okay, and the thing is that you can, I mean, if you don't have space, if you use post-its, you can change positions. Okay, or maybe if you don't have space here, you can keep going here. Okay, so that's why I like to use post-its. Okay, so we're almost done with this. Okay, I just want to show. Oh, I think since I use water for cleaning it. For example, now I want this arrow to go here, but I don't want to close them, so I can just change the position. Okay, well, and basically, this is the structure of my app today. Okay, so well, of course, it's not all the content. I should create more screens here, but for today's example, I'm going to work only in this structure. Okay, after the webinar, I will keep doing more screens and I will publish the app. Okay, but today I wanted to focus only on this. Okay, basically all the screens are going to be much similar. Okay, so I only need to do like 3 of them. Okay, in order to teach you. So well, maybe this was really basic and obvious maybe, but I wanted to do this because I know like 90% of the users never do this, and this is really important. Okay, but because now I'm going to start working on Mobincube, and you'll see that I don't need to think anymore. I already thought the structure. Okay, so I'm not going to spend time like trying things and see how it looks like. Okay, I already decided how to do this. So after you do this, you can use you can take a picture of this. Okay, so you always keep a picture, or you can like draw it on a paper now. Okay, now I know that I don't want more changes. Okay, so now I can use a paper and draw it. I mean, on a paper, or I can use some softwares like Invision.com or Proto.io or wireframes. I mean, there are a lot of softwares for wireframing, but even if you use those softwares, it's always good to start with a whiteboard. Okay, so yeah, okay, so I normally use, there's one app called Office Lens from Microsoft. You can take a picture from any angle and it will put it on a flat. I mean, okay, it will change the perspective so you get the flat picture. Okay, so okay, we're done with this. Let me stop the webcam. Okay, and can you hear me? Okay, so now I'm going to move to the next room. Okay, give me only 20 seconds. Okay, and I will sit on my desktop. Hold on, please. I'm setting all connections. Okay, almost done. 10 more seconds, please. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my Mobincube screen? Yes? Okay, perfect. So, well, then I have a picture of, well, this is not the exact same structure that I just did. Basically, it's the same. It's from the previous webinar. Okay, so I already have the photo. Okay, so this is the structure that I'm going to follow. It's the same papers. Okay, so you'll see that now it's going to be really easy to start working on the app. Okay, because I was saying,
a lot of users start creating the app, but they don't even stop for thinking how they wanted the app to be like. So now that I have this structure, it's going to be really easy. Okay. So yeah, let's go to Mobincube. Let me create a new app. Well, sorry, it's in Spanish from the previous webinar, but let me change. Okay, so I'm going to create a new app. It's going to be called. Sorry, my keyboard is not going to be. Okay, now it's going to be Dinosaur Guide for Kids. Okay, it's important that when you create a new app, you should use a lot of keywords in the name because we will use these words inside the package name of your app. Okay, so well, this is the package name. So now we are including the name of your app as keywords here. Okay, so it's important that you use good keywords. After you publish, then you can change the name of your app. Okay, but the first time you should use good words as keywords here. Okay, so let's start creating one. I will use this image as an icon. Well, of course, today is going to be a really basic webinar. Okay, I'm not going to use advanced functionalities of Mobincube, but anyway, I will assume that you already know how to use Mobincube, at least the basics. Okay, so my intention is not to explain every step. Okay, but if there's something you want to ask, please, you can stop me anytime and I will explain that. Okay, but there will be other things that I won't explain. Okay, I won't talk about the size of the elements or things like that. Okay, but feel free to ask me anytime. Let me change the language. It will be education category. Okay, let's go to edition. So now we have to start creating screens. So let me follow this paper. So we will start with one picture of a dinosaur and then one header bar. Okay, so that's easy. We can use detail screens or we can use splash screens. Okay, let me go with detail screen today. So basically I'm going to add one image, but well, of course, let me open the resource manager, and I prefer to upload all the content now. I'm going to use this arrow, this one, use this one. I'm dragging and dropping so that I upload them. Then I will use some icons here. And then I also have some pictures of dinosaurs and I think more here. Something's wrong. It's not uploading. Let me refresh the screen. Okay, let me open again the resource manager. And I will upload all these pictures. Well, it's like 10 pictures, so it should take maybe 30 seconds more or less to upload them. I'm sorry, it's taking longer than I expected. Can you still hear me? Maybe I have internet connection issues. Okay, so maybe I lost my session in Mobincube. No, I don't think so. Hmm. Well, I will upload them later. Okay, I can start working on the app, I guess. So let's start with the bar. Okay, remember that we have this bar here. What's happening today? Okay, sorry for that. I will create one header bar. I will add it on the top. I'm going to use this bar on every screen of the app. So basically it's going to have one picture. I'm going to add one table. I will remove this cell. I will make the cell 100%. Then, well, I will use a green background for the table. I think I have, let me open Photoshop. I have this green color here. Okay, then I will add one picture. Okay, and now I have all the pictures. Okay, so it's going to be this one, header.png. And let me do it smaller and in the middle. Okay, so this is my bar. Okay, so now I only need one image. And I'm going to use, I didn't upload it. I need to use this one. Let me upload it. Okay, now it's here. Okay, so this is my intro screen. And remember that I said I want a timer, 3 seconds, and then I want to go to a different screen. It's going to be the introduction screen. So let me create first that screen. It's going to be intro, for example. And then I will use a timer on this screen. I will use this icon. I will set timer on for 3000 milliseconds. That's 3 seconds. So you see, I don't even have to think now how long I want this timer. Okay, but because I already decided when I created the mockup. So the action will be go to screen, and it will go to, it's not here. Okay, I need to refresh. I don't know why my new screen was not there in that list, but if you refresh, now it's here. Okay, intro. Okay, so now let's go to screen called intro. And basically this screen is going to be a bar, then a text, then 2 buttons. Okay, so I need a detail screen again, because with detail screens I can combine images, text, pictures. Okay, so I will use a detail screen. And well, first I will add the bar. Okay, now I want some space between the bar and the text. So, well, for adding space, I don't like to use separators. Okay, you can use an invisible separator. Okay, but the thing is that you cannot control the height of the separator. Okay, so if you want to have like a big space between elements, you need to add like several separators. And the problem is that those separators don't have the same height on all the phones. Okay, so for example, on the iPhone, they are, I think, smaller than on Android. Okay, so if you really want to have control of the space between elements, you can use this trick. You can use an transparent image, use an image element, and then use, I think I have some transparent pictures. Here, I have one transparent. Well, you see it black, but it is transparent. Okay, so I have this transparent image, and you can change the size. Okay, so this way, since we always keep the radio of the image, this way you can control the height of the space. Okay, so I'm going to do 20%. Then I will have one text, and I'm going to do this 94% in the middle. Okay, this is a good recommendation. Okay, never use 100% for text. Okay, if you are adding one text to the screen, don't use 100%. Okay, because if you use 100%, the text will be like touching the border of your phone, and this is not really nice. Okay, you want your app to look nice. Okay, so you should always add some margin here on the left and on the right. Okay, so you can use 94% and align it in the middle. Okay, so let me search the text. I already have the text. Okay, so it's a good plan. Before starting creating the app with Mobincube, okay, we already made the mockup or the prototype of our app, but it's also good if you have all your resources ready. Okay, all the content, all the text, everything. Okay, so that you don't spend time then. So I have this text, introduction text. I will paste it here in tiny font, and I want use green color for bold letter, bold text. Okay, let me go to Photoshop. I lost this color, so I have the code here. I will use green color for bold text. Okay, so now we have the text. Now we need two buttons here. Okay, so well, I will add some space. Again, a transparent image of 20%, and then I need these two buttons. Okay, so I can make these buttons using tables. Okay, basically a table. Let me zoom in. Okay, I can do a table with 3 cells, one for this icon, one for this text, and one for the arrow. Okay, so let me add a table. I will make, I think, 20%, then 70%, and then 10%. Okay, and I will add one image here. This one, for example, I will do it 85% in the middle, and then I will add a text in the middle cell, and it's going to be called sorry, let me go grab the papers. Okay, so sorry, they were in the other room. Okay, so I have the papers I use in the whiteboard. So let me find the main menu. Okay, I have it here. So the first option is going to be Tauriscia, which is like the Latin name or something. I'm going to use also 92% in the middle, and black color is K. Okay, then I'll use middle vertical alignment here, here, and here. And finally, I will add an image in the third cell, and it's going to be an arrow. Oh, my resources are not here. I think today is not the best day for Mobincube. It's working out a bit silly. Okay, I'm going to refresh the screen. Okay. You know, last week we released a big update on Mobincube to make things going much faster. Okay, but I think that we also uploaded some bugs. So now our technical team is fixing them. I don't get the images. And it always happens when I'm doing a webinar. It's, you know, like effect of live demos. It's fine. I'm sorry for this, but I promise maybe in 1 week or 2 weeks, Mobincube will be super fast and all these small bugs will be fixed. I mean, let me refresh again. Okay, now it seems it's loading. No, it's not. Okay, now, sorry. So now I have 2 pictures. This is super fun. Okay, now I have this picture. Okay, now, okay. So I will use this arrow to the right, and I will make it smaller. It's not taking the image. Okay, now. I think it's an internet issue from my connection. Okay, so now I have this button. Okay, I can use separators here and here. Okay, so I have this button effect. Okay, and then I will use, well, I need 2 buttons. Okay, so I'm going to select this table. Okay, just one time, and now you can use Control Copy or Control C. If you are on a PC, if you are on a Mac, I guess you have to use Command C. Okay, but if I select one element and I do Control C, it will be copied. Okay, so now I have to unselect this element. Okay, so now I can press Control V. Okay, and my element will be pasted. Okay, but okay, I think we are having some bug that cells are not removed. So now, you see this. Well, this week is really buggy with Mobincube, but there are these things. You see that I removed cells, but they are still here if I refresh. So it seems they are not getting removed. Okay, so today we will have this awkward horizontal scroll on my buttons, okay, but that should be fixed really soon, okay? So don't worry about that. Okay, so the second button should be a different text, and now I cannot select the text because I copied the table, so I need to refresh. Okay, this is another bug. Okay, I promise it will be fixed. So now, okay, let's go to intro screen. Now I can edit the text, you'll see. Okay, so this one is going to be Ornipiskia. Okay, I will change this image as well. Yeah, this one, for example. Okay, so now I have these two buttons. Well, this will be like the first screen. I have this one. So from here, I want to go to another screen like this one with two buttons, an image, and a text. So the structure is going to be similar. So basically, I'm going to copy this one. I will make a copy, and it's going to be called Sauriskia screen. Okay. So the first button will have the action go to screen and Sauriskia. Okay, so now I'm going to edit this other screen. Okay, I'm in Sauriskia screen, which is this one. So now I have, let me zoom in, the header bar, then I have a title bar, then I have the content. It's similar, but with a picture here. Okay, so basically I'm going to add that picture, double click. And this one is for Sauriskia. Okay, well, above the space. Okay, so this is my screen. So we almost have the screen now, this one. We only are missing the title bar. Okay, so let's come here. Let's create a new bar called Sauriskia back for title. Okay, we will put it on the top, below the header bar, and let's edit the bar. So basically, we will use one table, 15% and 85%. It will have a gray background, for example. So first cell will have a picture. I'll use this image. Okay, well, the image has some invisible borders. Okay, I made this in order to have to define the height of the bar. Okay, because now I'm going to add one text in the second cell. It's going to be the title, Sauriskia, in tiny font and white color. Okay, I will center. I will put it in the middle. Okay. And also this image will have the action back. Okay, so it goes to the previous screen. Okay. Yeah, so we have our bar, then we have this image, we have a text. Of course, this is a copy of the first screen, so I have to change this text. Okay, so I have another text for Sauriskia. One. Okay. So let's change. Okay, I have text. Okay, so I have the text for this category. Then I will have to change these buttons. Okay. For this screen, let me search for the paper. Okay. I will have two options. First one is going to be called Theropoda. And the second one will be Sauropodomorpha. Okay, I will change this icon. For example, I want to use, I think, not sure which one, but I think the Diplodocus, or this one, I think, for example. This is our Sauropodomorpha. Okay. So, well, basically, I have this screen. Okay, I change text, I change pictures, and I just need to change actions now. Okay. So, well, I have intro screen and Sauriskia, and since the next screens are going to be really similar, again, a bar, image, text, and some options. Then this one also. I'm going to make a copy of this one. Okay, again. I will call it Theropoda. Okay. So in this one, I will change the bar. I don't need this bar anymore. Okay, but then I need a bar for Theropoda title. Okay, so let's make a copy since it's going to be really similar. I will make a copy of this bar. I will call it Theropoda. I will put it on top again. Then I will edit it. I only need to edit the text now because the action of this button is the same action. It's only back. Okay, so let's use 0. Well, I also need to change this screen. I can use T-Rex, for example. It's from the family of Theropoda. I should change the text as well. I'm not going to do this now because I don't want to spend time today. Okay, it's going to be the same. Then I need to change the text of these buttons. Okay, in this example, I'm going to link to more information about some specific dinosaurs, like Dinosaurs, and I'll have Allosaurus. Okay, and now I need 3 more buttons. Okay, so I will copy this table again. I Control P. Now I have a third. Then I will add a 1 separator. Okay. Now I will add another button. I have 4. Then a separator. Double click. Then the 5th button and 1 separator. Okay. So now I have 5 buttons. Okay. So now, well, since I use the copy and paste, now I cannot edit the text. So I can press F5. And let's go to Theropoda again. And in Theropoda, so now I can change this text. It's going to be Coelophysis. And then Coelurosaurus. And finally, the last one is going to be Velociraptor. Okay. So, well, basically, this app is going to be the same. I mean, all the other screens are basically the same. I have this Sauropodoforma which is this screen, which is really similar to the previous one, the theropoda. So I can just make a copy of this one, and I will call it sauropoda. Okay, so now I will have to go to Saurischia, and I can add actions here. Okay, this table is going to take me to theropoda. Okay, and the other button will take me to sauropodomorph screen. Okay, and also the intro. This one is taking me to Saurischia, and then I have this other screen. Yeah, which is really similar to Saurischia. So it's called Ornithorischia or something like that. Okay, but it has 4 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of copying Saurischia, I will copy theropoda again, and I will call it. What was the name? Ornithischia. Okay, so now I can link this table and use action go to screen Ornithischia. Okay, let's move to tree structure. So now this is the structure of my app. Okay, first I have main screen, which is the logo screen. Then I have the intro, which has 2 buttons. Then I have Saurischia and Ornithischia, and from Saurischia I go to theropoda and sauropodomorpha. Okay, so basically this is the same structure that we made on the whiteboard. Okay, so I'm not going to finish all the screens, okay, because they all are the same. Okay, let me only change the headers. Okay, so let's use for this one, let's use a different header. Let's copy theropoda header, edit the name. It's going to be sauropoda. Let's remove it from here. Let's add it here. Let's edit this one. I think the action is going to be the same one. Well, I can change this picture so that we see the difference. Okay, this is sauropodoforma, and we have theropoda. Okay, we have these 2 screens. This one is also different. And finally, let's only change this one. We can use Ornithischia, this picture. Well, we should change. We only need 4 buttons for this screen, so we should remove 1. And then 1 separator. Okay. So we should change all the text here and the text here. Okay, but I'm not going to do this now. Only the bar, and then we will be almost done. Okay. No. This is Ornithischia. I just want to change some pictures so that now I'm going to preview the app, okay, on a real phone, okay, and we will see the app. Okay, so I just wanted to change pictures so that you see the effect. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm ready to publish my app. I mean, not on GooglePlay, but at least I will publish on Mobincube so that you can download it and see the result. Okay, we have more screens. Okay, I'm not going to do all of them. Okay, but you know, they are all the same. So I just wanted to teach you some things about how to create detailed screens, change bars, Okay, create buttons inside detail screens, and also the prototyping thing. It was really important, and I really recommend that you do that. Okay, so let's publish the app. Okay, I will click finish and publish. Okay, it's going to take like 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, so in the meantime, I will talk about some ways to increase revenue on this app. Well, I'm not sure if you want to make money with Mobincube or you're learning how to create apps for professional purposes, like creating apps for your business or something like that. Okay. But in case you want to make money with advertisement, let me show you how to increase advertisement. Okay, money. Well, I didn't add some special features about monetization. Okay, so now my app will only have default advertisements of Mobincube. Okay, so it will have a banner on every screen, and then it will have a full screen advertisement at the beginning. Okay, but then it won't have more full screen advertisements. Okay, and well, full screen advertisements are the best performing ads that you can use now in Mobincube. They are much better than banners. Okay, so in case you want to make more money with your app, you should use the action interstitial somewhere in your app. Okay, so it's not good to launch a full screen interstitial every time the user goes from one screen to another. Okay, but because that can be really annoying, and if they are annoyed, they will give you a bad review with your app, so you will make less downloads. Yeah, but you should have, for example, in the intro screen, you should add here a timer with 1 millisecond and use the action interstitial. Okay, so that way I will only show full screen advertisements every time they go back to the main menu. Okay, so my users can stay like 2 minutes reading content. They can access, for example, first they will be on the intro screen. Okay, but then they will go to Sauriskia and then Theropoda, for example. They will spend some time reading. Okay, so if they press back and they go to intro, I want a full screen advertisement to be displayed. Okay, so I will make more money with this app if I do that. Okay. Okay, let's see if it's ready. Yeah, I guess it will take 1 more minute. I can give you another recommendation. Okay, even if you're making apps for making money or you're making apps for businesses, okay, you will always want to make more downloads, right? Because if you are making an app for your business, you want to have a lot of downloads so that you get more potential customers, right? Or if you want to make money, you want more downloads so that you get more ad impressions and you make more money. So it's really important that if you publish your app on GooglePlay or on iTunes, you should always take care of creating good marketing material, okay? I mean a good description of your app, especially in GooglePlay, because the positioning of your app on Google Play search will depend on the keywords that you use on the description. Okay, so you should work on having a good description with lots of keywords. You should repeat like keywords like 4 times or 5 times in the whole description. Okay, for example, in this app, I should work on dinosaur. I should use the word dinosaur like 4 or 5 times inside my description. Maybe kids or encyclopedia or something like that. Okay. Oh, one question. Does Mobincube have the ability to make games? Yes, it has. But in case you want to create games, you have to code them. Okay, you can use HTML5, develop your game in HTML5, and then use Mobincube to embed or to turn your HTML5 game into an app. Okay, so you put your HTML5 game inside a web screen. You can put all the content of your game inside a zip file. You can upload that zip file to Mobincube, and you can use a detail screen. A web screen, and use the local content. Okay, there are some examples. Let me check. I'm not sure if I will find it, but some users started creating games. There's a dinosaur app as well. Let me use Mobincube. Well, I'm not finding them. It's only tips. Yeah, but there are some games. Yeah. I think there's one airplane. It's this one, I think. Yeah, this one is made with Mobincube. Yeah, well, it's built in HTML5, and then it's embedded in Mobincube. Okay. Yeah, that one, the tab number sequence. It's also, I created this one in HTML5. Yeah, those. I mean, I have tab the numbers and super memory game. This is a game also in HTML5. It's really simple. Okay, but yeah, you can create that. Let's see if it's ready. Yeah, okay, now it's ready. If you have an Android device and you want to test the app, you can use this link. Or, well, I already created another one. No, let me use this one. Let me download it, okay? And I will, in case you don't have an Android device, I will use my webcam. Okay, let me. Okay, I'm downloading it, okay? And we'll see how it looks like. You'll see that it's going to be a nice app. Really simple, but I mean, if the content is good and the design is going to be really clear, so I think you'll like it. Okay, so after the webinar, I will keep working on the app. Okay, I will finish all the content. Okay, I will finish all the screens with more info about dinosaurs, and after that, I will publish on GooglePlay. Okay, and once it's published, we will share the URL with you. Okay, in the same page of this conference. Okay, so that you can see the final result. Okay, in case you want to check. And I guess maybe in 3 months, 4 months, we will add some blog posts to our blog talking about the performance of this app, on how it went, how many downloads we got, how much money we made. Okay. So now it's installing. Okay, hold on, please. I will. Okay, so this is the app. Let me open it. Okay, so this is the main screen. Well, I still have advertisement because I didn't remove it. Okay, you see this, there's a weird scroll here on the bar. Well, this is a bug from Mobincube of these days. Okay, it shouldn't be like this. So I guess if they fix it today or tomorrow, then my app will be final. Okay, so in case you see some weird things, don't get really mad. Okay, it will be fixed really soon. Okay, and once it's fixed, you can republish your app and it will be perfect. Okay, so this is my screen with the bar, some introduction text, and I have these two buttons. I see that I use a really big letter font here. I will change it. Okay, but the thing is that, oh, sorry, I clicked on the advertisement. Okay, well, I was here, so I pressed Sauriskia. So I went to this Sauriskia screen with the bar, with the title, Sauriskia, the image, the text, and then two more buttons. Okay, I need to change the size of these buttons. It's too big. Okay, but basically, you see the design is really clean. It's simple, but it's clean, and the app can be good, you know. Okay, so it's a simple structure using only detail screens. You see that these tables also have this annoying scroll. This is a bug. It will fix, I promise. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So yeah, this is it. This is what we wanted to show you today, how to create one educational app, or you can use for educational purposes, or you can just create manuals of your products, or you can just have some documentation for your employees or things like that. Okay, so you can take this same structure and create any type of apps. Okay, so well, we are done. This is all we wanted to talk about today. Okay, so I can be here for some extra minutes in case you have questions. You can ask questions about this or any other thing of Mobincube if you want. Okay. Well, in case you don't have questions, I just want to say thank you for being here today. Yeah, it was great to have you here, and I'm really happy that you are willing to learn more about Mobincube. So yeah, you're interested in games. Well, as a developer, or you just want to publish games? Because in case you don't know how to develop games, there's another way to have games. To create games. Let me show you one example. You can use this website called Envalo Market or Code Canyon. If you know about the reskinning, you can go to websites like this one, Code Canyon, and you see that there's this HTML5 section, and you have games. Okay, you know this. Okay, so there's a lot of them that work perfectly on Mobincube. Okay, you have to take care that they are like mobile ready. Okay, so for example, this one. Well, this one is for horizontal screens. Okay, but you should use the ones that have vertical or portrait mode. Yeah, but basically you can change images or text, things like that. Then you can upload that to Mobincube inside a zip file, and then you can create games. Yes, there's some tutorial. Let me find it. If you go to our website, let me change to English. Here on the footer, you can find webinars link. We should have one. I think it's this one. Mobincube Web Protocol. Oh, this one is in English. Oh, no, in Spanish. So don't go to our website. Go to bigmarker.com/Mobincube. Then go to conferences. Yeah, I'm looking for the tutorial for how to add web modules. Okay. And there should be a past conference from 3 months ago or 4 months ago. I think it's from July. They are mixed, the Spanish one and the English ones. This one, add your own source code in your Mobincube apps. I know the quality of the recordings of BigMarker is not really good. Okay, but in this one, we show you how to upload that zip file. We even give some example on how to use a backend as a service called mobac.com in order to create user accounts, things like that. Okay, but so here, I mean, it's not loading now. Maybe my internet connection is not good, but you have that one. Okay. Okay, so any questions? Are you based here in the States or? Yes, well, all of you. Southern California, okay. Okay, if you're interested in games or making money with Mobincube, I would be really happy to help you, okay, because, well, the thing is that we don't have a lot of users from the States making money, okay, because it seems they are using Mobincube more for professional purposes. But we would love to have more success cases from people from the States making money with Mobincube, because we have in other countries like in Spain or Turkey or Turkey, I don't know how to call it. Also in Mexico and Argentina, and they are making a lot of money. I mean, I know California is expensive, so maybe $2,000 a month is not like a super big amount. But for other countries, it's a huge amount. But if you create apps for US audience, then the advertisement will be really high. I mean, the money from advertisement. For example, I have this game, this app, lineup for SiriusXM, and it's performing really good. I mean, I created this app in 2 hours with Mobincube, and I spend like half an hour every month updating the content. It makes, only for Android, it makes like $300 a month. Okay. So yeah, I think there's a lot of content that can be created for the States and can make a lot of money. Okay. Or even if you create apps for other countries. Okay. But we love to help. I mean, we like to help every user of Mobincube, but now we are looking for US users, so that we can have a close relationship with them and help them how to improve, okay? Because it would be great to have some users from the States. We only have 2 users from the States making good money. But I would love to help, okay? So, yeah, I can give you ideas, recommendations, how to improve your ASO, I mean your App Store optimization, things like that. Okay, so yeah, you can send me an email, okay, and or your username. If you give me your username, then I will see your apps and see how can I help, and I will send you an email with recommendations, okay? Well, my email is Ignacio. I'm based in San Francisco, but I guess maybe in the next months, I think I'm planning some trip to Los Angeles, so maybe I take advantage of that trip and maybe I organize some meetup in Los Angeles or something like that, so that we can have users from there and teach them, or we can create. And it would be great also to have some, because some users, they created it, we didn't, but some users created an official Facebook channel for Spanish speaker users, and they are sharing all their knowledge, they are helping each other, and it's really good. So maybe we create something similar for English speaking users. So that, I mean, we have our official Facebook channel, but we provide content, but we like this other style of community where users talk to each other and help them. So yeah, I will keep you informed. Okay, but I need, please send me an email to that ignacio@mobincube.com, so I will be able to respond and give you that information, okay? No problem if you don't know Spanish. I mean, I know my English sucks a little bit, but I can understand, so. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's keep in touch, and yeah, let's say goodbye for today. Okay, let me stop recording.